What is up, YouTube? I am back with another video for you guys today. So in today's video, we are going to be working on my E36 M3, and we are going to be installing my new IRP short shifter. It's a self-centering short shifter, and I'm also going to be installing the UUC DSSR, and I'm going to be pairing it with it. And we have all the hardware here and all that good stuff. So let's just go into the car and dismount all the center console and remove all those pieces before we go under the car to take off the linkage off the shifter on the old shifter and take all that stuff off. And yeah, let's go do that. All right, so the first step in installing the shifter is you're gonna have to remove all this stuff here. Just pops off and you can just put it over there and take off the dust shield and all that for the shifter. Next, you're gonna want to remove this little piece, and then there's going to be a screw right there which you're going to have to take out, so this piece slides out. And you're also going to have to remove all these little trim pieces and this piece as well, so when the dust shield goes on for the IRP shifter, you can drill your holes and have it all aligned. So I'll show you that once this is all off. All right, so a little update. We got the center console removed. It was just that bolt slides out and then slides up out of here, and there's just two screws on the back, and then there's one screw right here and one screw over there, and then this should come out. So yeah, I'll get to you when I remove all this. All right, so after some time, I finally got this annoying cover off. This thing is so annoying, and let me show you where the screws are located. So there's one here and one here, which are very easy. Then the somewhat easy are one right here and another one hidden all the way in this corner. And then the most annoying ones is one all the way in this corner, which is hidden by this post. When you get to it, it's pushed out like that. And then this one, there's one down here and then one all the way in here hidden, which you have to get to both of those. And then there's two at the top. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total screws, and then 10 with being that. Very annoying. I was taking 2 screws off and I was looking and trying to pull. Nope. Go here. Oh, I found another screw. Take that off. Pull. Oh, it won't come out. So I just kept going back and forth until I finally got this piece of junk out. So it's out, thank God. Now I have all this room, so I'm going to push these wires away. And now I have this spot where I can mount the, where's that piece at? This plate, which goes here. So I have to move all this stuff and then find the holes. But now I have room so I can mount the bracket. But before we do that, I'm going to go under the car and remove this piece. So let's go do that. Now that I have all this removed, it's going to save some time with me going under, removing this, and then mounting the bracket and putting the shifter on. So let's go do that. And now time to see how annoying it is working on the bottom. So yeah, let's go. All right, YouTube. So we're currently under the car. This is the trans, this is the drive shaft. And we have this little sound deadening shield piece, which we have to remove. So there's a screw here. There's a little screw over here that clips in, which I already removed. There's one over here, and I believe there's another one somewhere around over here. And then we get to remove this, and we can finally reach to the linkage that we have to remove. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this, and I believe they are 10mm screws. They're plastic, so they come out easily. Some are hand tight, some are not. So once you remove this shield, we'll have access to up there, and then we'll begin to remove all that stuff. So let me take this off, and I'll pick up the camera once this is off. All right, so I decided to just rip it off because it pretty much goes from here. I thought it was just short and it just slides off, but unfortunately it goes from here all the way to the back and all the way up to the motor. That's a whole one-piece heat shield, which is very annoying. I don't know why they did that. They should have just made it 2 sections where you can just easily slide off and slide in. So I'm gonna go ahead and rip everything off, since it's very easy to rip off, but it is gonna make a mess. So now I have to clean all this up, and then I have to go back under and rip the rest out and clean it up. So once I do that, then I'll go back and show you guys all the clearance and space we have, and then we'll begin removing the linkage. So when you're removing the linkage, you have to make sure you get a flat head and go where the trans mount and the clip is. Stick it in between and lift up. That's gonna release it, and then you just want to twist up and then slide it out, and that's how you remove the linkage. Pretty simple, and I'm gonna try to show you, but it's at a weird angle, so I don't know if it'll catch it. So I'll try my best to show you guys. All right, YouTube, so I got most of it off. Some of it's still gonna stay, but I want to show you what I'm working with and what I'm talking about. So whenever I go up here, right here, there's a clip where you have to stick a flathead and pop this thing out. As soon as this pops out, that's gonna free the shifter, and then it should slide out. And then you're also gonna have to disconnect this pin off the shifter selector, because what it's gonna take this place is a DSSR. As you can see, it's very loose, and the DSSR is gonna make that little stable, and plus with the self-centering shifter, it's not gonna move. So it's also gonna get rid of the little thing that's connected to the transmission. So it's gonna be chassis mount here, and then the DSSR is just gonna mount over here. Very simple. So let me go ahead and remove this piece, and I'll show you whenever it's out. All right, so I don't know if you can see, but I got it out. So let me go ahead and show you this little piece right here. I wiggled it out. Let me get my hand under here. Now you see it's freed. It should just slide out. Once you get this piece out, now we have to remove this piece right here. And as soon as this comes out, I'll be able to take out the whole entire shifter thing. So as you can see, this will lift up, and I have more space to remove this piece, and then everything should come out very simple and easy. All right, guys, so after some time, I got the pieces out, and I want to show you how it looks underneath the car. So here's a glimpse. Everything is out of the way. As you can see, all that's freed up. I have space now, so let's install the IRP shifter. All right, so I want to show you this before I install it. I'm going to be installing the UUC DSSR, just the front end, and then the back end I'm going to do later until I install the IRP shifter. So I just want to show you how you install the brackets and all that stuff. So the washers, it comes with 4 washers. The other ones are here. The other one's on the screw right here. The little, I don't know what this thing is called, but it's like a pin, slide pin. So the washer goes in the slide pin like this, slide it in, and then the other side, there's a big gap because you have to put another washer. As soon as you put that washer, it closes the gap, and then the clip goes in between and locks it down. So that's how you do it. So I'm going to be doing the front end on the gear selector, and once I install that, then I'll install the shifter onto the car. But before I do that, I have to install this bracket right here onto the car, in which it sits right in that little trans tunnel, because it's a chassis mounted shifter, and it pretty much gets rid of all this except for that piece, which that piece is getting its place taken by the DSSR, because that's trash and the DSSR is way better. So yeah, let's get into this install, and then after that we'll probably take it for a drive and test it out and get a feel for it and see how this thing does. So yeah. All right, guys, so as you can see, I just installed a new DSSR in the front. So I still have it mounted here because I was aligning it at the top with the bracket. So once I have everything aligned, now I can drill my holes, install the screws, and then install the other end, and that should be good from there. All right, guys, so we got the shifter all mounted and just where I want it to be. So now all I have to do is put everything back together, cut the trim piece, and we should be good from there. So with the power of editing, 3, 2, 1, bam. All right, so I cleaned it up and everything is put together here. Now I'm just gonna go under and put that last thing in. All right, update. Everything on the bottom is on. Now I'm gonna go up and show you the interior, which is all done. All right, guys, so everything's buttoned down. So let's give the shifter a try. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, and then reverse. This thing is nice. Now let's bang it quick. Oh yeah, this thing is hard. Well, that brings the end of today's video. So I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be sure to drop more content for you guys. But other than that, I'll catch you in the next one.